World's Weirdest Animals. Fish. A Smart Kids Club publication. Contents at a glance. Introduction to the Animal Kingdom. We live on an amazing planet. Our Earth is full of incredible things. Some of these things are living and some are not. For example, a rock is not alive. How about a tree? And the bird sitting on its branch? Yes, these are both living things. Scientists divide living things into two groups called kingdoms. There is the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is then divided into vertebrates, animals with backbones, and invertebrates, animals without backbones. Introduction to fish. There are about 32,000 species of fish on Earth. This means that there are more species of fish in the world than any other group of vertebrates. What do fish have in common? A fish is an aquatic animal. It has a hard skull in its head. It has gills instead of lungs to help it breathe underwater. And it has no arms, legs, or fingers. Fish are found in most bodies of waters. They are found in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, and even in streams high up in the mountains. Fish lay eggs. They usually lay many eggs, and the eggs are small. Boxfish. It's easy to tell where this fish gets its name. Its shape is square like a box. It is also known as a cofferfish, cowfish, and trunkfish. Boxfish usually live in the warm waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Some boxfish are very colorful. A boxfish is a slow swimmer. It uses its fins to swim like a rower uses oars to row a boat. It might be slow, but it is not often eaten by other fish. There are 23 different species of boxfish. Some of these release toxins or poisons into the water to keep other fish away from them. Jawfish. The jawfish lives in the warmer waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Most jawfish are small fish. They usually only grow to be about 4 inches long. But there are some species of jawfish that are bigger, growing to be just under 2 feet long. To make a tunnel for its home, a jawfish takes big mouthfuls of sand and spits them out. It stays near its tunnel. When it sees food, it grabs it and rushes back to its tunnel. A jawfish hatches its eggs in its mouth. There is one species of jawfish that keeps its eggs in its mouth for 10 days. Lionfish. The lionfish is a venomous marine fish that lived only in the Indian and Pacific Oceans, but now it can be found in the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. It is also known as a butterfly cod, a firefish, a turkeyfish, or a zebrafish. Lionfish can be as small as 2 inches or as big as 18 inches. They are known for their beauty, but also for their venom or poison. They can also be in a very bad mood. Divers report seeing lionfish being unfriendly towards other fish nearby. They can even attack the divers. Look out! Oranda goldfish. The oranda is a kind of goldfish. Doesn't its head look weird? It looks like it has a big orange bubble on top of its head. It first came from China. When it was introduced to Japan, it was thought to come from Holland, so it got a nickname, Dutch iron mask. This is where the name Oranda comes from. There are several different kinds of Oranda goldfish, and they come in several colors, like orange, red, black, blue, brown, silver, and white. One kind of Oranda is black and white. People call this fish a panda Oranda. Parrotfish. The parrotfish gets its name from its mouth and jaws that look like a parrot's beak. Parrotfish live in shallow tropical oceans all around the world. There are about 95 species of parrotfish, and most of these species live in coral reefs and seagrass beds in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. They are usually between 12 and 20 inches in length, but one species, the green humphead parrotfish, can grow to be over 4 feet long. Some species are very brightly colored. When they eat algae off of coral, they make a loud crunching sound. Pufferfish. The pufferfish is known by many names: balloonfish, blowfish, bubblefish, butterfish, globefish, honey toad, puffer, sea squab, sugar toad, swellfish, and toadfish. This fish is the second most poisonous vertebrate in the world after the golden poison frog. The poison is in the skin or sometimes the liver of the pufferfish. It lives in warm tropical waters and can grow to be up to 40 inches in length. A pufferfish is a very slow swimmer. When it is in danger, it fills its stomach with water and puffs up until it is almost round. Shaggy frogfish. This fish almost looks like it has legs, but they are not legs, they are fins. The shaggy frogfish lives in the tropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. It lives in shallow waters around coral reefs and rocky or muddy areas. It is a carnivore and likes to eat fish. Sometimes these fish are as big as the shaggy frogfish itself. The shaggy frogfish waits on the bottom of the sea for some food to pass by, and then it grabs it. It is not a friendly fish. It lives alone and does not like when other shaggy frogfish come close. Squirrelfish. The squirrelfish is a nocturnal fish. It only looks for food at night. This is why it has large eyes, to help it see in the darkness. And this is where it gets its name. Its large eyes look like a squirrel's eyes. It lives in the tropical waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans. Most kinds of squirrelfish live near coral reefs. Some squirrelfish are quite small, only 3 inches long, but others can grow to be up to 20 inches long. The squirrelfish hides in caves and crevices during the day and then comes out to find food at night. Stonefish. The stonefish gets its name from the way it can camouflage itself to look like a stone. It is a marine fish and mostly lives along the coasts of areas in the Indian and the Pacific Ocean. But there are some kinds of stonefish that live in rivers. The stonefish is a dangerous fish. It is one of the most poisonous fish in the world. The poison is found in the fins on the fish's back. What makes it dangerous is that it looks like a stone. If a swimmer accidentally steps on this fish that looks like a stone, the fish can sting the swimmer. White-margined stargazer. The white-margined stargazer is a marine fish that lives around coral reefs in the warm tropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Some kinds of white-margined stargazers also live in the Red Sea and around the islands of Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga. It grows to be up to nearly 18 inches in length and is found buried in sand with just its eyes and mouth showing. Here it waits until food passes by. It likes to eat fish, octopus, and squid. This fish has a pouch behind its eyes that makes electricity. It can release an electric charge of up to 50 volts. Interesting facts. The gills of a fish take oxygen out of the water so it can breathe. Seahorses are the only kind of fish that can swim upright. Most fish lay eggs, but some fish, like sharks, give birth to live babies. At 65 years old, an Australian lungfish was known to be the oldest fish in the world. Some fish can swim as fast as 43 miles per hour. Fish use a variety of noises to communicate with each other. These noises include creaking, croaking, grunting, hissing, shrieking, wailing, and whistling. A fish called the fang-toothed fish is only a few inches long, but it has teeth that are about the size of a human's teeth. A group of fish is called a school, and some schools are so large that they are known to contain millions of fish. Fish have small brains compared to other animals. Some animals like crayfish, jellyfish, and starfish have the word fish in their names, but they are not true fish. Many kinds of fish have taste buds all over their body. While humans have about 7,000 taste buds, catfish have over 27,000 taste buds. The only fish with eyelids is the shark. Most fish live entirely underwater, but the mudskipper lives most of the time out of water and can walk on its fins. Another fish, the lungfish, has both gills and lungs and can live out of water, buried under the earth for several years.